Massachusetts, the birthplace of freedom. Here, on these streets and in these fields, ordinary men and women rose up, igniting the spark that became the great flame of liberty. From Boston Harbor to the hills of Concord, they faced the impossible, and won. They didn't fight for power, they fought for a simple, timeless truth, that all people deserve to live free. That spirit of freedom, the very soul of America, was born here, and today that same spirit is stirring once more. Every day the government machine claws further into our lives. It collects our private data, stores it insecurely, and exposes us to hackers. The Massachusetts legislature decides how we should live, dictates how we raise our children, and continues to try and limit our constitutional and civil rights. Voices of dissent are silenced. Laws are passed that deliberately strip away the fundamental rights that make us free. Life feels heavier than ever. The average person is stretched thin, working harder just to stay afloat. We juggle bills, care for our families, and try to save for the future. Meanwhile, the government machine grows bigger, grinding day and night, draining the lifeblood from those it's supposed to serve. We feel it, we see it, because we are you. We know what it's like to fight for every inch, to sacrifice so our families can have a better life. We know the pain of watching everything we've built be swallowed by a system that doesn't seem to care. And yet we endure. We rise. Because that's who we are, that's what we do. That's why we created the Civil Rights Coalition, to put a wrench in the gears of this relentless machine, to pause it, even for a moment, so we can have a civilized, honest conversation. We are a nonpartisan coalition, people from all walks of life who have set aside differences to unite for one purpose, to protect the freedoms that define us. This isn't about politics, it's about preserving our rights, especially the right to defend ourselves and our families. If we lose this right, all other rights will fall next. We must not fail, for our future and for the freedoms our ancestors bled for. This is our moment. Together we rise, just like those before us, because the spirit of freedom is alive. Join the fight. Visit thecivilrightscoalition.com today. At this point, we are legally supposed to say, paid for by the Civil Rights Coalition November 2026 Ballot Question Committee. But in reality, we didn't pay a dime for this. It was all done by volunteers.